Frost. We are going to be releasing it just a little bit later than we had anticipated. Now, the hardcover version of this book was supposed to come out this Tuesday, and it is no longer going to be out this Tuesday, but don't go anywhere because I do have information about when it will be released, and I have something to make up for all of your trouble. So the hardcover is now going to be... The hardcover is now going to be released on the same day as the paperback. The ebook and hardcover were supposed to be released this Tuesday. It is now officially coming out on November 6th. So you will be able to get the paperback version, the hardcover version, and the ebook version all on the November 6th release date. And I am so excited because we have been waiting almost a year for the release of The Revolution of Jack Frost. It is the first book in the Archives of Jack Frost series, and it is good. Guys, you have spoken. The people who have read this early have been absolutely thrilled with this story. It is a retelling of Jack Frost, and it is going to be released on November 6th now. And because we are here hanging out, I do have a couple of surprises for you. The first is to make up for the hardcover date and the ebook date being pushed back until November 6th. So I do have a surprise for you on October 23rd. That is this Tuesday when the hardcover and ebook were supposed to be released. And because it is now pushed back, I have a little something for you. It's going to be good. You know that I do like my surprise announcements and my surprises in my author brand. And so I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to guess what it might be. Do you have guesses on what this new surprise is? Let me know down in the comments what you think it could possibly be and what I possibly could have pulled off in a couple of hours to create something to make up for the change in the release days, because I know you guys were ready for the Tuesday release. So what could I possibly have done? Well, we found out yesterday officially that the date was going to be changed. They just submitted the hardcovers to the publisher, to the distributor yesterday, and so those will be ready for the November 6th release. But in those couple of hours, I have shifted some things around, and I had a surprise that I was going to give you guys a little bit closer to Christmas. But now we are releasing it on Tuesday, if everything goes well. I am trying to get everything in order for this, but I'm really, really excited because it's going to be so dang good. Now, I might have dropped a little bit of a hint in the caption, wherever that happens to be on your screen right now. But, you know, this kind of goes along with my love of surprising you. And if the shoe fits, I might as well run with it, right? So there's my little hint to you. Go ahead, jump down in those comments and let me know if you have an idea about what I might be pulling next Tuesday to kind of make up for this shift in the schedule for the Revolution of Jack Frost. And because I also want to give you a little something right now, I am going to do a little bit of a live reading for you of the prologue of The Revolution of Jack Frost. Oh gosh, that's really shiny. Sorry, guys. Glossy covers. It picks up everything. So I am going to go ahead and I am actually going to read the prologue to The Revolution of Jack Frost to you. So let me tell you just a little bit. Hey, thanks for joining us, guys. Leave us a little comment love below if you're excited to hear the prologue for The Revolution of Jack Frost. But The Revolution of Jack Frost is a rather interesting story. It's about Jack and Jen and a whole bunch of people who are in this world where the weather is controlled a little bit differently than ours. They have a certain number of days of spring. It's like 2 days of spring, a week of summer, 2 days of fall, and a month of winter or something like that. I should know this. I read it this morning. But it's a very brief amount of time. It just rotates through the seasons, and they have to try to survive it. They have to find food. They've got to get in their shelter. They have to stay warm. They have to take care of each other and the small children that happen to be with them in the bunker. And very quickly, they discover something is a little bit amiss in the little world that they live in that no longer has all of these advanced technologies that society used to have. And so when they discover that things are a little bit wrong, they may quickly come to the conclusion that someone among them is betraying them and knows more than they are letting on. And it jumps into this mystery to solve who is causing all of these crazy things to happen in the world in which they live. And somebody does, in fact, betray them. And the only one that can save them, Jack Frost. So here we go. Let's take a look at the prologue, which I happen to be particularly proud of. This may be my favorite thing that I've ever written. I don't know. We'll see. I probably say that about all my books, but I'm very excited for this. This is the prologue to the Revolution of Jack Frost. He was a force of nature. He could warm your soul like the sun and then bury you in ice the next second. He was more destructive than any universal element has ever been or could ever be. It was his way, to be like a hurricane crashing upon the shores or lightning splintering everything in its path. He was a force, but he was my force. And in the end, it didn't matter, because he disappeared, just like the weather always does, here for one brief moment and gone the next. His name was Jack, and his love for me was like a flood, now frozen over. And then we go into chapter 1, and I'm really excited about it because there's lots of cool things going on here. It's very sci-fi, very dystopian, and, you know, it's got a weather machine in it, which is pretty dang cool. And I'm very, very excited to see this weird mashup and crossover of the seasons as things start to change inside of the area that they live. And, you know, sometimes summer crashes into a season that doesn't belong in. And sometimes fall does not follow summer, and sometimes winter takes over everything and threatens to destroy everybody. If you don't like people losing fingers, please don't read this book. People lose fingers. Frostbite's a real thing here. It does get a little scary, so you will be on an emotional roller coaster ride when you are reading this book. A lot of my people who have had the opportunity to read advanced copies or beta read for me have decided it is one of my best books, so I don't know about that, but it is super fun to read. There's a lot going on inside of this story, and I hope that you will go ahead and actually pre-order your copy, which now comes out not on Tuesday, but on November 6th. The hardcover, the paperback, and the ebook all come out on the same day, so you can get your copy of The Revolution of Jack Frost. It's the first book inside of the Archives of Jack Frost series, and I am so dang excited to see what you guys have to think or have to say about it. We'll see what you think about it. This is definitely a fun book to read. Jack and Jen are very interesting, and you guys have seen the character art. You've heard a little bit about them. You've seen some of the teasers out on social media. I know that you're all really excited for it. And I cannot wait to show you this in, I think it's 3 weeks. I probably should have counted that first, but I think it's about 3 weeks. It's not this Tuesday, not the following Tuesday, but the following Tuesday. So if you're tracking, we have a special surprise coming out this Tuesday for you to make up for this switch in the agendas. And then the following week, we do have Blood from a Stone, Twisted Villains anthology coming out. I'm really excited about this one. My Hansel and Gretel retelling is in this one. It's called Sugar Coated. And then the following week, so I guess that is 3, The Revolution of Jack Frost comes out on November 6th in hardcover, in paperback, and in ebook. And you can see we've got some fun stuff going on inside of this gorgeous book. Wow, I've been sitting in a storm all day long, and the sun just came out. I just got a view of it outside of the window. It is kind of like being inside the Revolution of Jack Frost when the weather is all messed up and it is just kind of encroaching on the wrong seasons, and people are losing limbs and, you know, trying to find food and survive. In fact, there's actually a really fun scene inside of this book. I'm just going to tell you about it. There's this really fun scene where there's a wall of rain, and it just kind of stops, like pouring rain on one side, totally dry on the other. We've got waterfalls that are flooding everywhere one minute and then totally dry the next. It's really very interesting what's going on inside of this particular location where my characters are living inside of the Revolution of Jack Frost, in that area around the bunker, which we do learn isn't quite what they think it is. But you will learn a little bit about that. And you're going to see how the weather gets really, really, really weird before we start to figure some things out and we kind of determine something is amiss in the bunker area. It's going to be interesting. I cannot wait to see what you guys think about this. It does come out in 3 short weeks. And until then, we've got a surprise this Tuesday. We have the Blood from a Stone Twisted Villains anthology coming out the following week. That is Tuesday, October 30th, the day before Halloween. So if you like dark, spooky, villainous reads, this is the one for you. And then, of course, we've got The Revolution of Jack Frost in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to tilt this so it doesn't glare up for you, and it's not cutting it. Sorry, glare. It's okay. But we do have a lot of really cool things coming out over the course of the next 3 weeks. I do hope that you will join me for that. And because I'm not even done, you guys. I have several other surprises between now and Christmas coming out for YOU. So stay tuned. Big things are happening. I'm really very excited for it. It's going to be pretty dang awesome. And I hope that you guys are thrilled to pieces with the surprise I've got coming out for you on Tuesday. We've got a lot of things that are kind of working together to make this happen in a very, very short turnaround time. I think you guys are really, really going to like it. I haven't said anything about this on social media yet, so you guys are the first ones to hear, and you guys are the first ones to get a hint as well. So, you know, me and my surprises that I drop left and right sometimes, and things go well when I do. So I do hope you'll stick around. It's going to be good. We've got a lot of cool things coming, and surprises on Tuesday. Blood from a Stone Villain anthology the next Tuesday, and the Revolution of Jack Frost the Tuesday after that. And then I might just give you a week off before the next surprise, but who knows? We'll see. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm K.m. Robinson, author of The Revolution of Jack Frost. And if you want more information on The Revolution of Jack Frost, you can actually bounce over to k.m.robinsonbooks.com and you can get access to my world portals. Most of these are closed for right now because I'm revamping my website and putting brand new information on there. But you can take a little bit of a look at what is going on inside of the world of The Revolution of Jack Frost and all of my other books as well. And of course, you can hit me up at K.m. Robinson Books on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, and YouTube, and Instagram TV, IGTV. You can come hang out. Lots of cool, fabulous, wonderful stuff, and big things are happening. Plus, we will be announcing not one, but two, actually three, Revolution of Jack Frost release party info, fabulous wonderfulness. Make sure you stay tuned because info on that is coming soon. We're in the works on discussing what is going on for that right now. So that will be released in the next couple of weeks as well. It has to be because we come out in 3 weeks. So over the course of the next couple of days and week, we will be letting you know about those incredible parties, both here on Facebook.com/KMRobinsonBooks, over on Instagram.com/KMRobinsonBooks, and we've got a party hosted by a lovely lady who is known for some of her parties. We will be doing some cool stuff over there too, so I'll have info on that just as soon as I get it. Thanks so much for hanging out, guys. I will see you again next time. And if you did not check out our book unboxing earlier, we did drop all sorts of fun information about the Blood from a Stone Villains anthology. You can look it up here on my Facebook page or over on YouTube channel as well to learn just a little bit more of the 8 twisted, dark, villainous tales inside of this anthology. And I will be seeing you guys again real soon. We've got some cool stuff going on, so I'll be checking in with you again on Friday because tomorrow happens to be a travel day for me. So stay tuned. More info on the Revolution of Jack Frost and all of the books that I do have coming out between now and Christmas. There may be like 5 of them. Oh, is that another hint? I don't know. Stay tuned. It's going to be awesome. Until then, stay inspired. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.